Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines. It is a beautiful day in my city and keen observers, or basically anyone who opens their eyes, will be able to see the game right now looks much better. I decided to spice up the game with a bunch of graphical mods, and so far I'm pretty happy with how everything looks. The mods I installed are Daylight Classic, Relight, Post-Process FX and Sunshafts. So 4 mods that I'm also gonna list in the description that are making my game much more beautiful. With the city growing and all, I did have to reduce a bunch of my graphical settings, but I think it's not too harsh. I might still do something about the pollution graphics, they are a bit extreme, but other than that, those changes make me very happy. Whoops, actually one thing I forgot to re-enable was the shadows. There we go, now it looks even better. Ah, this is just amazing. I love it. Dude, my traffic must be really good right now. Yeah, 87%. Really nice. Whenever this area is clearing up a bit, it also comes in waves. Alright, I thought about this for a little bit and decided to continue with the campus district, but also add another residential area right here, since we still need approximately 15,000 people to reach the last milestone. So maybe that's the first thing we can plan out. I kind of would like to go with the shape of the mountain we already have. So maybe one possible starting point is this tunnel. And then, as I said, we're just gonna go with the shape of the mountain. This is also gonna allow us to make more connections with our existing monorail we have in the campus district. Let's see if we can do this in a reasonable manner. This residential area for once is not gonna be related to any tourism. That's mostly for local people, I think. And we might even consider another park. An amusement park would be great, but also a zoo is fitting, I think. The highway access is gonna happen right here, so we're gonna swap that out with another interchange. But let's first go ahead and define the road shapes of this district. By the way, this is how the city looks like during nighttime with the new mods enabled. I just freaking love it. It's amazing. It's so impractical to build stuff, but whenever we're just looking at the city, this is great. With roads like this, it's always important we try to smooth out the shapes immediately. Otherwise, if you place too many roads, you're just limited with what you can do with the terrain. So I just bump up the terrain a little bit and use the smoothing tool to fix it. For this area, I would like to start with a huge roundabout. Holy cow, what happened here? Okay, well, I guess that was a bit too steep. There we go, much better. Okay, let me just go ahead and come up with something nice. This is gonna be connected to the highway, this roundabout, and then we're gonna distribute everyone into their respective directions. Maybe one thing we can already do is continue this avenue. Let me see, did I use an avenue? No, just road with trees. So we're just gonna go straight from the roundabout, like so, and hook up with this road. Yeah, there we go. That's actually a reasonable connection, I would say. But dude, I still have to fix a lot with these roads. Fortunately enough, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Like this here, this is just ridiculous. Come on up. Well, I'm gonna catch you in a second once this road network is laid out. Alrighty, we are back, and this is the road pattern I decided to go for. Right here, I would like to have a very small, convenient park. There's gonna be tons of residential, and a little smooch of commercial right here is what I have planned. We do need a little more residential demand. Right now, the unemployment rate is still too high, it's like 10%. In terms of power, I guess it's best we start right here. So let's go ahead and do that. I decide for the high density residential for this area as well. We're going to add more low residential areas in the future, but for the sake of the last milestone, having the people right now is more important. Naturally, we also want to set up all the necessary services. I wonder if a large hospital might be wise for this. Maybe in the future. I just realized it does cost like 2,000 more. That's crazy. So let's just do the necessary services, and I'm going to replace them once this area actually makes some money. We're also gonna need a school and a high school, which I'm gonna set up here. Let's see, that did something weird with the terrain. I think we can fix it. I just want to make sure that the parking spaces aren't wobbly. Everything else we should be able to cover up with bushes and rocks. Let's also get started with the commercial area right there, just close enough so that we can relay the power. Looks like we could use another recycling center. I'm just gonna double the efforts right there. By the way, I totally realized the way I laid out the roads, the roundabout is totally useless. But in my opinion, at least it adds to the beauty. Ah, so nice. Check this out. Very nice. It's just amazing. Certainly don't regret upgrading the graphics a bit. Look at all the planes. We already have quite a few swooping about. While we wait for demand and things to upgrade a little bit, maybe we can already get started with the park. So this is gonna be a new park area right here, just this tiny little bit. Theoretically, that should just be enough to get a city park in the joint. I'm gonna leave it up to you to find a proper name for this. We're gonna want a park main gate. Let's see, where are we gonna enter? I think right here, this would be the best. And then we also want to have a side gate on the opposite side. Here, there's no proper center. What you gonna do? Then we're gonna lead a beautiful path through the entire park, like so. Branch off just a couple of times. I don't want to do too many pathways, otherwise the terrain is all messed up again. But there's gonna be at least a bunch, just to make sense. Yeah, I think that's not bad. I'm gonna do just a teensy bit of small residential, so the side gate isn't all covered up by enormous buildings, but the rest right here can be high density. Gonna give these guys a nice plaza. Oh, that messed everything up. Yeah, this is not gonna be very easy. I just messed everything up again. The terrain is a little bit too slopey at this point. Maybe we just make this some nature stuff. And then on the top where it gets a little more flat, we actually add the stuff. Like we could add a cafe right there and restrooms, of course. They need to be close to the cafe. We got a chessboard for this area, a little gazebo just in this bit. I love that I can just place everything in one go right now. On the opposite side for the children, we're gonna have the trampolines, the death trampolines. And then everything else is decorative stuff. Okay, so we could actually go ahead and build our own flooring. I wonder if that also influences the terrain? No, it actually does not. Intriguing. Maybe we can use that to our advantage somehow. I could snuck another plaza in here. I think I'm gonna do that. And then maybe some restrooms would be great. No, I don't think we can have the plaza here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. You can have restrooms here though, and you can also have the info booth. Gonna add one more info booth right there. And then maybe before we forget, it's time to fix the terrain. Not an easy task, but this is already much more believable. And if we really want to take ourselves the time, we just go ahead and add a bunch of rocks. Like we get those over here and then use the move it tool to get them in place. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Much better. You know, at some point we're gonna have certain episodes just about detailing. Otherwise, if I do too many things off camera, you don't even get to see them. And very often it is the case that you only really see the mistakes if you go really close. Like this here could be fixed. But do you really see it from this angle? No. I think we can already go with the second row of commercial here. If I check out the buildings, most of them are about to upgrade. I think it's a little bit about, yeah, wealthier customers, so that's a thing about time, but there's also land value in certain cases. So if we check out the land value, it is really bad. I mean, really extremely bad. Let's go ahead and change that. No, we don't need tourism stuff. We want real stuff. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. A baseball court. That's gotta go somewhere. Like right here. Ah, this is gonna be perfect. Hold the phone. That's a basketball court. But you know, at a certain point, I would like to make a series about this game where we're gonna take care of smaller projects, but really take care of the details. Like, I don't just want to set down a basketball court isolated from everything else. I want to include it in a bigger structure, in a bigger picture. But this is not really what this series is about. This is about making a beautiful city, which we still can without going too crazy with the details. We also want to make a functional city, one that is making us tons of money and is working properly with the traffic management, etc. I just wanted to mention that at a certain point I'm really interested in making an extremely detailed series. What do you think about that? It just occurred to me that we need to convert another part of this into offices, a considerably large part. Maybe this area right here might be suiting for that. I wanted to use it as a park area, but it's really just a tiny bit. Maybe it's not even large enough for an amusement park. So what we're gonna do instead is branch out from here, and if I can, I'm just gonna hook this up. Gonna go down here and branch off a couple of times. Well, it's still a considerably large area, and we can continue, and we desperately need the offices, so that's how it's gonna go. We should now also consider public transport for this district. By the way, I just expanded Twin Peaks, so this is gonna belong to the Twin Peaks district. However, we still don't have any public transport for the oil industry, which is really bad. Metro, of course, at least we could get the people over there just by expanding this line. I think that's what I'm gonna do first of all. That's the most convenient way to at least get into the district. Maybe we set that up right here. I don't really want to mess up things by people crossing the road if I put it up here in the northern part. Maybe we just do it down below. Yeah, that actually also makes a lot of sense. There is the maintenance building and the barracks and the main building. Let's do it over here. We can go ahead and continue this line in any way, shape or form we see fit. Maybe like that. Pause the game. Now I want to drag this over to be the last stop right there. And we want to make sure we create 2 new stops at the previous station. There we go. This would be kindling to industry, so let's rename this to oil industry. And then we need to check how many vehicles we have. 3 more vehicles were added. I think that's appropriate. We could now add another metro station here at the old town, so people can swap the metro and go to the new district. Yeah, I think a metro is just really convenient. I'm gonna add it in this corner. And then we're just gonna make our way towards the Old Town District. Somewhere here. Let's see if we can add another station. Okay, I can tell this is not gonna be easy. I should have added the station on the other side. What is this even? Residential. Ooh, am I really in the mood to fix this? I'm not sure. Let's try it out. I need to bring the station to the other side. So you go right there. That means we also need to fix the tunnel somewhat. And then we're gonna have another station on the other side. Beautiful. Ah, okay. I still broke the line. Ah, darn it. That was actually a really important line. Okay, I guess let's just redo that. Which one was that? Like the farming, Olympus to farming. Yeah. Look at that. 1,700 people. Okay, I guess I'm gonna delete you and redo it. Ah, don't worry, you're gonna get your line back. So that was kindling to farming, if I'm not mistaken. Or where did we start? No, we actually started at Olympus side. And now we're finally ready to hook up the last bit right there and create the line that's actually going to the new district, which would be Old Town to question mark. And we want to have 4 vehicles on the road, so that is perfect. Unpause, see what happens. Yeah, this is a really good place here in the Old Town to get into all possible directions. Handy dandy. Oh yes, I remember, we reached the next level with the university, so maybe we can continue with this. We should have some new buildings, like the outdoor study. Yeah, that's definitely new. This university is going to be spread all over the place, but that's kind of what I'm starting to like about this. What is this? The gymnasium. There's also a cafeteria. I think that was new. But let's get the gymnasium in the joint first. I'm gonna go ahead and lower this to the park area, and this part right here we can terraform down if I'm not mistaken. Let's actually make sure that is the case. Yeah, there we go. We can still get a smooth slope, and now these 2 buildings kind of belong together. Obviously, we still have to make sure they're actually hooked up to a pathway. I wonder if we could just do something like that. What did that do with the terrain? Yeah, I can actually see this working. It's not even too steep, is it? We could even lower this some more so the stairs are clearly visible. I mean, that's a detail we're never gonna look at again. That's why I'm kind of tempted not to do every detail in this series, but dedicate another series to all these things. Next up, I have the cafeteria, and there's also a fountain. Yeah, we should spread some fountains all over the place. Fountain for you guys. Then if I can, somehow a fountain for you guys. Oh jeez, that's a crazy pathway. Let's put you down. Oh my gosh, look at that. Move it, just, I love it. If we check out the university, yeah, we definitely have enough attractiveness. We just need a couple more students. We are only at 71k people at the moment. How are you guys doing? Wow, nothing is upgraded. Jeez, what do you need? Buildings need to be covered in more services. Okay, I get that. So let's finally go ahead and swap these services with their big counterparts. I want the large hospital to be right here. This is gonna pretty much cover everything. We're gonna have one large fire station in this junction. And we're also gonna set up one of these fire watch towers on the top there. Last but not least, we have a large police building. I guess we could set that up along this road. Yeah, let's do it right there. Cool, that should have helped with the services. Come on, give me some upgrades. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Alrighty, we are back, almost at 80,000 people. That's not too shabby, I would say. You can see I've been letting this part develop a little bit. We have a decently upgraded area here. Of course, it could be much better. Actually, it could be a lot better. Just a couple of the houses are at level 5 so far. I've helped the farming district upgrade a little bit more by placing bus routes. And I think we can do something similar here. If we set up a bunch of bus routes, people are going to be much happier. And they're also going to upgrade a lot more. So I'm just gonna do a random bus route now that doesn't necessarily have to make sense, but it's gonna make people extremely happy. One stop here, another one there, and then I guess... oh, I cannot go down here. In this case, I'm gonna set one up here, another one there, and then we complete the line. Ah, perfect. This new bus line is Twin Peaks 1. I'm just gonna call it that. And it has like 6 stops, so we can take 6 buses. The question is, do we want to invert the direction as well? I guess so. In order to be complete, we're gonna do the other direction as well. And with that out of the way, I should have upgraded the land value by quite a bit. I wonder these offices, yet they still need to be covered in more services. That's insane. I guess the police could be doing a better job. I already gave them a public library here. I mean, they really have nothing to complain about, if you ask me, but I guess another public service could be the bus route here in this district. So that's what I'm gonna set up. Just something very simple. Go here, go there, and finish it off. And that should actually already help. Yeah, look at that. Look at them all upgrading. I mean, it's kind of pathetic to have bus routes like this. Maybe we'll be able to set one up that is better eventually. But that's gonna be Twin Peaks 3 and Twin Peaks 4 with 4 vehicles each, I would say. Yes, great stuff. Now, all of these are hopefully gonna go to their last level. I fear we're gonna have at least one more services or a park, maybe a bouncy castle. Though, if I remember correctly, yeah, there we go. I already added the bouncy castle for this district. So maybe a sauna would be better. Or a beach ball court. Sure, we're gonna do that. Up here might be fitting. Yes, you do like that, right? That counts as services, doesn't it? What I just discovered is we reached level 3 with the university, which means, theoretically, I have unlocked more stuff. Yes, I definitely unlocked more stuff. We got the academic statue. Gonna have that guy against this road, if I can. What did that do with my power? Give me back my power, please. Thank you. We also have the commencement office, and I just see I'm experiencing some graphical failures here. Oh geez, that's not good. Ah, look, that's insane how large the building gets. Look, this is just a very small building, but if you place it against the slope, the foundations are being built up. Yeah, the commencement office is gonna be a troubling thing to place, but I think we could do something down here. That wouldn't be the worst of ideas. Maybe I can even orient it this way. So commencement office, you go right there. And then we're gonna have a pathway leading over. There's still the art club and a library we have to place. Our club doesn't really fit here. Let's go with a fountain, or much better, another statue. Yeah, I'm gonna have another academic statue right here. The art club is actually gonna go into this little corner. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and last but not least, we have the library that I also want to place here. So that just goes on the opposite side, and hopefully we should be able to set up pathways again. Like, you're gonna need a pathway, and you as well. How does that look? What? That's kind of a crazy pathway if you ask me. Can we raise the entire building? Yes, indeed. There we go. That's working much better for me. I'm past the game. There's just a bit of terrain we have to fix on the other side. But stuff like that is a really easy fix with the smoothing tool. Man, I fear we're not gonna get around another service type of building. I mean, we could go with a police station. It's very inexpensive. And I really feel this is gonna help me out. This should trigger a whole bunch of upgrades. Otherwise, I'm just gonna remove it again. I mean, what types of services are you talking about, guys? Yeah, jeez. It looks as though that actually did nothing for me. Building still needs to be covered in more services. Let's try a park instead of this police building. Maybe we can get something unique and easy in the joint. What was that? Media broadcasting building. I mean, that would even fit. Increases effectiveness of active advertisement campaigns. And it's a landmark. Well, I guess why the heck not? Gonna have to do a little bit of a better job terraforming here. But I should be able to place the building no problemo. Yeah, right there. Let me try to fix that slope at least a little bit. Now, is this building gonna be worth it? I have absolutely no idea. Oh, one more thing we could add for these bastards is a community pool. I mean, business people love to take a bath afterwards, right? So let's add it right here, near the recycling center. Come on, guys, upgrade! I feel like one of the things I understand the worst in this game, it's land value. It's just not extremely clear to me how to influence that better. What? I just noticed we have $22 million in the pocket. Not bad. Let me try another crematorium. Is that gonna help you upgrade? I just want these freaking offices to be level 3. I just never know what these bastards want. I wonder if this graphic setting is maybe a little bit too dark. We could go with something warmer, for instance. How about that? Looks a little bit friendlier. Maybe we can tone down the brightness. I'm not so sure. You can see this looks a tad more realistic, but it also looks darker. Maybe that makes you depressive. I don't want that. We're back to 77k people. I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just go ahead and zone a bunch more stuff. Dude, really, so far so good, I would say. I'm really happy with how things are running. We're making tons and tons of money, which is kind of insane. I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm not even taking good care of these people, but they still love me and throw all their money at me. The commercial areas seem to be always the easiest to fully upgrade. I just don't understand. They don't need anything at all. And then a lot of the residentials just take a lot of time. That's the main issue here. I mean, if we check our town overall, I would say that's not too bad, though I just see the industry here could be better. Some of these guys still haven't upgraded, but it's also a question of more services. If I'm not mistaken, I took away their bus route. Okay, that might have been upsetting for some of these bastards. Let's go ahead and re-add the bus routes. I think I removed them because I felt like they're not adding much to the situation, but maybe I was wrong. That would be Clover Industry 1 with 6 stops and 6 vehicles. Of course, gotta have the same thing on the other side. And voila, that removed our upgrade problem, as you can see. Buses are just really handy for that purpose. Alright, I feel like we've done a pretty good job so far. The new district is developing and helping out with our demand issues. If we check out the traffic, it's at 85%, so that's also a legitimate number to wrap things up, which I think we're gonna do right now. Cool, with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, have a great time, and hopefully I'm going to catch you in the next video. Bye bye.